Hi, and welcome to another episode of, as my guest has just said, the Bao Pod.
Yay!
Or the British Asian Other podcast. Hi, I'm your host Ryan, and welcome to the podcast which seeks to delve into the nuances of identity, culture, and heritage of those who identify as quote-unquote Asian. This podcast wants to contribute to the current discourse surrounding the Asian experience in the UK, and in this episode, we are joined by Enaya. Hi. Could you introduce yourself?
Oh my god, I would love to. So hi everyone. I'm Enaya. I am a fifth year technically at work.
Crazy.
I'm so old. And I did economics, politics, and international studies bipartite. I am also currently SU president.
Miss Prez. Exiting Miss Prez.
Thank you. Yes.
Great. Well, yeah, done a great job.
Oh, thank you.
I would shake your hand, but you know we're doing podcasting things. No one's going to see. But yes. So next on the list of introductory questions is to ask you about graduation. However, you have graduated.
I have graduated.
Fifth year. So for the listeners to know, she hasn't been here for 5 years.
No. I finished my degree.
You finished your first degree. You've been here a little bit longer because of your role
full-time
as
jobs.
Well, your presence at Warwick SU.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you said that you were going to go to graduations this year as SU Pres.
Yes, I am. So apparently this started in the 70s. It's kind of a joke because one of the presidents just went, hey, can I attend the ceremony because my friend's graduating? And the VC at the time just went, yeah, sure, and put him at the front of the line of the academic procession. And since then, it's been tradition. So 2 SABs attend every single graduation ceremony, and we stand at the front of the academic procession. And we are also the most junior members, but the PhDs and the vice chancellors and chancellors kind of follow the rest of the academic procession, which is kind of crazy. But no, I graduated in 2023, July. The AC was not working in Butterworth Hall, not the vibe. But no, I will be attending half of all ceremonies in the summer, so 10 out of 20. And I will be on stage and cheering on the people I know, including yourself, Ryan. I'm so excited.
I'm excited. No, I'm glad that you're going to be at the English literature graduation because you know a handful of people from graduation. Yes. So it'll be nice to see a familiar face on stage. So the next question I need to ask you, the next introductory question I need to ask you is the question that revolves around food.
Oh my god.
Every episode it changes.
This is my favorite episode ever.
I know you're a glutton. We've discussed prior to the podcast how both of us are gluttons.
Yeah.
But since you are Miss Prez, you get the king of all food questions. Can you please rank your carbs?
Oh my god, would I love to rank my carbs. Okay, please remind me of my options again.
Your options include bread, pasta, noodles, rice, and potatoes.
Oh good god. Okay. Rice.
One.
Noodles.
Rank
Number
one.
1, rice.
Rice?
Yes.
Great.
Because rice you can make everything out of.
Yes.
You can make rice flour. You can make fermented rice.
Yeah.
And with that you can make dosas, you can make idlis. But rice in general, what a boat to put everything on. Like biryani, kabsa. Oh my god, I'm so hungry already.
It is 7 o'clock right now.
It is the best carrier of everything ever.
Exactly.
It's like the bite of mouthful of rice. Also, you can have sticky rice. You can have basmati rice. You can have long grain separated strands and
sushi rice.
Sushi rice. Yes, you can have every kind of rice. You can make tahiri. I don't know if you know what tahiri is, but it's so good and it's really simple as well. It's tomatoes, potatoes, and rice, and it's just amazing. You can have arroz con pollo. You can have chicken and rice. You can have every kind of combination ever, and rice I think is the most versatile.
Likes like.
Yes, likes he's like.
Second, I thought you were going to go from the bottom. I should have disclosed going from the bottom. You went straight to the top.
I went straight to the top.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm very decisive, and I know what I like and I know what I want.
Okay. Yep.
And I will go for that. So rice number 1.
Rice is number 1.
Number 2, I will say noodles.
Okay.
Because oh my god, the bite and the mouthfeel of noodles, unmatched. High key unmatched. You can have chow mein. You can have one of my favorite cuisines is Indo-Chinese.
Indo-Chinese
Yes. Indo-Chinese mentioned. It is literally my favorite fusion cuisine. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. I found my people. No one else has understood what I meant by Indo-Chinese before. Thank you so much, Ryan. You are
trying Indo-Chinese in India. Oh,
Oh my god, did it blow your mind? What did you have? Tell me you had momos.
Momos, bro.
Oh my god,
I know that
momos.
momos exist because they're like the Indian dumplings, right?
Yeah.
But like
But
momos, but
momos-
done in like Indo-Chinese kind
Yeah.
of like salt and pepper, like fried
Exactly.
kind of like
Oh my
style.
Yeah.
Like bits
And
of
the
like fried
chili
chilies.
sauce.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I digress.
No, yeah, so Indo-Chinese look.
Yeah.
So like noodles, I think, are amazing. And they carry sauce really well. They carry dry ingredients really well. And again, you can get so many different textures. I'm now starving. You can get so many different textures in there. But yeah, noodles, I would say second. Third, I would go bread. Because bread is, again, it should be the most versatile thing ever. But like bread,
I'm liking this
sometimes,
list.
yeah, like sometimes bread, it does kind of miss. I'm not gonna lie. But bread generally, amazing. Like we were talking about pan de sal before this started, and like
Which is Filipino bread.
Filipino bread, like they perfected it. Oh my god, I would have that bread raw. Not raw, but like I wouldn't put anything on
No
that
sauce.
bread.
No
No
sauce.
sauce, nothing. Just that fresh from a bakery. I would inhale. Like we were talking about this like in my childhood as well. Like this Filipino neighborhood, we would go there late at night, and also like we eat very late in Saudi, like so late. You guys have dinner.
We'll get to Enaya's
God.
backstory
But,
in a
like,
bit, but yes.
We used to go out at like 11 or 12 sometimes, just get like snacks or whatever. And this bread was like the best thing you could look forward to. But no, there's so many different kinds of bread. There are rolls, and then there's flaky, there's paratha, there's like paratha is amazing. You can have like basically anything. Aloo paratha, I don't know if you've had it, but like that's potato in paratha.
Yes.
Oh my god, mind blowing.
Yeah.
And also like Western bread is great as well. So like I love a sourdough. I love a I mean, sorry, just talking about like our stuff. Khubz in like the Middle East is awesome. But
Yes.
like you guys have you have sourdough. You have
sourdough, tiger bread.
pumpernickel bread, I guess.
Yeah.
I've never had
Puff
it. But,
pastry.
like, you have puff pastry. Puff pastry is amazing. Shortbread.
Shortbread?
Love shortbread. I doesn't count as bread, but like I'm just gonna say it.
It's in the title, right?
Yeah, it's in the title.
They need to
Hawaiian rolls in the States. Yum.
I need to try that.
You haven't had them? They're so good. They're like soft and fluffy and amazing.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're very good.
Okay.
But no, so I'd say bread.
Okay, so
and
right
then-
now it's rice, noodles, bread,
Yeah, what are the remaining options?
pasta, and potatoes.
Potato.
Really? Okay. I thought you
Potato,
liked
then
pasta though.
I love pasta, but it always depends on the sauce. If the sauce is terrible, I'm not touching it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want it.
Okay.
But like pasta isn't, in my opinion, strong enough to carry a dish without a sauce. Rice is strong enough. Potato is strong enough. Noodles, low-key strong enough. Butter
Yeah.
noodles.
Butter noodles?
Yeah. But like buttered pasta, I wouldn't like die for, because like pasta, again, you can get different ridges and shapes and stuff, but like I think it's more of a vessel than it is a carrier.
Nice.
I don't know how to describe
Yes.
it, but
Nice.
like yeah, rice is like it is the star.
It is the star.
Pasta usually isn't the star. It
No.
always carries the star with it. And again, the type of pasta you have. I can go into a whole thing. Like, I can cook. Anyone can cook, as Chef Gusteau said. But, like, no, I would say potato, because roast potato, aloo ki sabzi.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
can put potato in everything,
Yeah.
and it will taste amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also just mashed samosas.
Samosas exist.
Samosas, by the way, samosa is kind of like me, but in the opposite way, because samosas were originated in the Middle East, and then they went to India, because they were originally called sambusik, and then from Persia and like the Mughal Empire, they came to India, and then it became the samosa, and they stuffed it with vegetables and stuff, although it was originally just meat stuffed inside like the pastry.
Wow, a little bit
so
of
yeah,
food history.
A little
there
bit
as
of
well.
food history over there.
Mate, you would have loved one of the English modules that we did, which is basically food and literature.
There's food and literature. There's a module on that.
It used to be. I think it's finished now, but like there used to be a module of food and
Mm-hmm.
literature, and they would basically like follow the line from the east coast of Africa. Africa, kind of that peninsula, all the way to India, China.
Oh my god.
So like literally, you know how there was so many trade kind
Yeah,
of like
yeah,
connections within that
The
region
Silk
of the world.
Road.
So
Also, there's a new Silk Road. I'm reading a book on that. It's a really cool one. I'll show it to you later. But like, yeah.
But yeah, anyways,
Anyway,
I'll quickly rank mine.
Rank
so
yours,
it's,
please.
Rice, bread,
Correct.
potatoes,
Oh.
noodles, pasta.
Why noodles so low? They're so good.
Yes, I know they're good, but I think noodles, the way that you describe kind of pasta and how there are not a kind of boat that they don't carry. They very much are like,
Yeah.
they're not the star, sorry.
Yeah,
they
they're like-
carry, but they're
yeah.
not the star, right? Yeah, I think bread, rice, and potatoes can do that.
Yes.
Noodles sometimes are hit and miss.
Fair. fair. I've just had so many really good noodle dishes that I like.
Clearly,
I can't.
you can't put it any lower. And then
Yeah,
I don't
even
like
chicken
pasta.
noodle soup, you know? Like, the noodle adds so much to the soup.
Okay, I
Oh
kind
my
of have to
God.
disagree with you on
Or-
that.
okay, you haven't
Sorry.
had good chicken noodle soup.
Clearly
so-
not.
Yeah.
But yeah, pasta's on the bottom because it just doesn't fill me up.
Oh, okay.
I need to have so much pasta compared to rice.
Yeah, true. Rice is again.
Rice
Rice is
carries.
just star. The star.
The star.
Star. The star.
So yes. Anyways,
What an amazing episode! This is my favorite podcast ever.
Again, you get the king of food questions,
Thank you.
Miss Prez.
Thank you.
So
It's Madam President, actually.
Madam Press, Madam Press, Madam Press. To finally end off the introductory part, which took around 11 minutes of the episode, could you please tell me where you are, quote unquote, actually from?
Oh, great question. Right.
Briefly.
So you're like, I've heard this girl before. Stop. Okay. So I was born in Saudi Arabia, but my parents are from India. So I'm first gen immigrant-ish, but I'm an expatriate because there's no like immigrant route as such. So yeah, so I have an Indian passport, but I was born and raised for most of the part in Saudi Arabia. I did move to India for a couple of years when I was like a kid. Oh yeah, you're boiling now, aren't you? That's what I thought. Sorry, it's really hot here
Sorry, the
in
sun
Britain.
is bearing on at me right now, okay? And I'm wearing black,
Yeah.
so it doesn't help.
Yeah, I know. I'm from the desert, dude. I get it. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm from. But I moved around a lot of cities. And I lived in India for about 4 years, formative years. But like, yeah, so I moved around 3 cities in like states then. And in Saudi, I've always been based in Jeddah. Best
Awesome.
city.
Best city.
Yes.
So, I guess another kind of question that I usually ask international students, since I think
I qualify.
you qualify.
Yeah.
I think you qualify as an
I
international
paid
student.
$100,000 to get my degree. I qualify.
I think you qualify. Is usually I ask kind of about your home life and I ask you about kind of your school life. But yeah, well, I think we'll avoid school life because we have talked about it prior to the podcast. So,
For
listener,
context,
you're not
yeah.
privy to know.
Yeah.
Ask Anaya yourself.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll go into home life. Apparently, you are quintuple lingual.
Yeah, quintuple is that word? Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, so I know.
Well, yeah, it's bilingual, trilingual.
I'm just multilingual.
Multilingual.
Yeah, so I know 5 languages, but I can speak actually 4 of them. French, I can survive in a bakery, 100%.
100%.
I can be like, un chocolat chaud, please. Hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Heck yes. I know the important stuff.
Yeah.
But no, so great home life. So I was again born in Jeddah. In my first couple of years, I learned English. That was my first language. It's the language I'm most comfortable in as well, so I communicate in that, all the time, even with family most of the time. But usually Hinglish, because like Hindi and English.
Hindi and English.
Yes. I learned Arabic right after that. And then I moved to India when I was like 5, and then to learn the language low-key. So I learned Hindi and Urdu, but I lost a lot of my Arabic, so that was like a heartbreaking moment, lol. But no, massive culture shock when I moved to India, and then I moved back to Saudi in 2011, so when I was like 9 almost. And then I learned French at school, basically. But yeah, that's kind of like the journey. And for context, the conversation was so long because I've been to 10 schools in my life, and that is a few.
That's a lot.
That is a couple,
schools.
yeah. But I'm used to being the new kid everywhere. So like being at work for 5 years it weirds me out because I'm so used to it now.
You're so used to it now.
I'm so used to it, and I feel like comfortable. Like I feel like I don't need to learn a new system all the time.
Right.
But that's what I'm used to, like every year on the go.
Okay. Also on the topic of Arabic as well, prior to the podcast, there was an interesting kind of like elaboration you gave me about Arabic, and I think it would be really fun for the listeners to know that as well.
طيب, so Arabi as a لغة العربية, which is the language of Arabic, the Arabian Peninsula, really. It is an incredibly complex, and I think it is one of the most beautiful languages in the world. So is Hindi, but like because it's like derived from Sanskrit and stuff, and Urdu is just an amalgamation of Farsi and Arabic and Hindi. But Arabic in itself, so English has about 1 million words, right? Yes. Arabic has 16 million. It is incredibly insane and complex and beautiful, and it's a really poetic language. Like even really simple words like galbi or like ruh means like I can't even describe it in English because it's kind of like a part of your soul. It's kind of like the spirit of God lives within you. It's like it's got different intonations depending on how you use it in a sentence as well. And like hayati means my life, but it's like a term of endearment and stuff. It's a really poetic and like
that's actually really poetic.
It is really poetic, right? And like ya qamar, it's like you are the moon, or you're an embodiment of the moon and its shine in like the darkest of time. It's so poetic as a language. So if you're in love, forget French, go to Arabi, trust me.
Low key.
Yeah, you can express devotion in ways you wouldn't understand otherwise. But
after the podcast, I need to have a chat with you.
We'll have a chat. Yeah, they're gonna be great. They're gonna be so happy we had this conversation.
That's gonna be cut anyways. That's going to be censored anyways.
That's going to be censored. Slay. I love being censored. I'm so used to it. Speaking of my background, lol.
Speaking of your background.
But yeah, sorry. About Arabic as a language, right? So it's really different depending on where you go to and where Arabic speakers are. So I speak, obviously, Saudi and Emiratis as well. We speak quite similar dialects. Somali is quite similar as well, somehow. Really cool. But if you go up to, say, like Lebanon, they're going to speak French and Arabic. So a lot of their like normal words that we would use, they've interchanged it with French words, which is really interesting. But you can still get it. They do have their own slang and stuff. Palestine, obviously, Levantine Arabic, really, really cool. Jordanian as well. But if you go to Morocco, you will not understand a third. You will understand maximum a third of what they're saying if you know, like, for example, Saudi Arabic, because they have so many different languages influencing their dialect. It's insane. So like every time you meet an Arab person, you can tell from the first couple of words what their dialect is and how much you're actually gonna understand. And Masri as well, Egyptian Arabic, is really expressive. It's quite different. Like it seems really poetic and stuff, but like the way you speak it as well is quite interesting. It's like it's a lot more reserved in Saudi than it is in Egypt, but it depends where you are and like how you speak. It's really, really interesting as a language. Like its migration and the way it's changed and taken different forms and become part of different cultures, I think is very beautiful.
Okay, thank you so much for that insight. Like honestly, I was gobsmacked when I first heard all of this as well, because I never really the Arab world is so foreign to me. It's so alien. Like I've never come across.
It's quite foreign to this country.
more jabs. Yeah. It's fine. So yeah, in response to that, I wanted to also ask, well, you mentioned kind of like ways, you mentioned God, and essentially you did mention how Arabic is the language, it's like uses God.
There's formal Arabic. I forgot to say this.
Formal Arabic, yes.
We've got like Fusha and stuff, but we have like formal Arabic that you'd use for like contracts and for religious like scripture and stuff. So like that's like the ancient form of Arabic, and still quite like it's used in formal context a lot. But then there's casual, like standard day-to-day Arabic that's like quite different. Like the slang that you'd use to speak to someone in like, you know, at a cafe or whatever, it's going to be completely different to formal Arabic. Like you could barely understand because you don't use so many of the words in day-to-day life. Yes, sorry, continue.
So yeah, thank you for that segue.
Anytime, forgot to mention it.
Very nice segue. I guess we'll move on to kind of, your relationship with Islam. You being a Muslim woman as well.
Let me tick those diversity boxes.
Prior to the podcast, you were talking about, your relationship with Muslim and how you kind of Islam, and how you
the nation of Islam,
and how you kind of navigated it through your formative years. So I think for the listeners as well, it would be very interesting to hear your story about how you've grappled with the Muslim part of your identity.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting. It is really interesting. Lived it. But because I grew up in a very, very, very religious country of Saudi Arabia, like religiosity scores wise, it is one of the highest in the entire world. And over 99% of the population is Sunni Muslim. But I grew up in Jeddah, which is like the gateway to Mecca and Medina, which are the holy cities in Islam, as you might have heard. Like, it's got the Kaaba, which is like the black cube that people like walk around and stuff. To describe that really crudely, but like,
I saw a Lego set of that one time.
really? Oh, that's so cool.
I think it was like a mock online. I think it wasn't official, but
yeah, but that would be like the perfect representation. Yeah, because it's literally like a cube. It's a cube. It's so cool. But no, so I grew up really close to all of that, and I've been to a variety of different schools where like it's taught in different ways. But yeah, some very, very conservative and some relatively intersectional and sort of liberal. But very rarely though. But I will say my mother's been the massive influence, and she taught me to be really open-minded growing up. And like moving to India and stuff, I got a lot of experience with Hinduism and even Sikhism, and I absolutely love the way they go about it. Like Sikhism, honestly, as a way of life, incredible. I rate it 10 out of 10. But no, so like, I mean, growing up, you always have these identity crises when something is thrust upon you, and something that is maybe potentially surveilled and stuff. You typically, if you're a rebellious spirit, like unfortunately I am, you tend to gravitate away from that as far away as possible. So I had a really tumultuous relationship, I'd say, but because I had that support and like I had the opportunity that my mother gave me to like actually explore at my own pace and like read the text for myself instead of the cultural interpretation of a lot of the text, that really helped me connect with it. So I think of myself as a believer. I do believe. I don't practice as outwardly as other people might. That's because I don't believe in the rituals as much, at least in the performative rituals, which aren't really, farz or like necessary, I guess, as conditions. But no, I find a lot of interesting contradictions in the way people interpret and practice religion compared to how they behave with other people. So I mean, for me first and foremost, religion should be a way of life and how you treat other people with dignity and kindness, and just basically try to be a good person and try to display that you believe through your character, through virtue of your character. So that's what I typically try to do.
Thank you for that. Yeah,
summarized very.
We've had like a really long conversation prior to the podcast. Like we had like an hour and a half just yapping and just kind of like just a lot of information was unloaded prior to the podcast. So it's been quite interesting kind of hearing you summarize a lot of what you said before. So another kind of question, this is more off the hip. This is a very much kind of like improvised question. The way that you kind of like articulated your growing up, very much Saudi inspired, right? Lots of kind of Saudi influences. I just kind of wants to ask you, like maybe like in your household during your formative years, was there many kind of Indian influences in there as well? Like how did that kind of develop when you were growing up?
Yeah, so that's a good question actually, because my parents moved to Saudi over 40 years ago. At this point, over 40 years ago, about 42 maybe. But no, so growing up, because I learned English and then Arabic, my parents used to speak Hindi and Urdu, and I wouldn't understand any of it. So for me, it was like, what are they even talking about? I didn't have that much exposure to Indian culture until I moved to India. And it was for that reason, because my parents were like, oh, she doesn't know any of it. Oh my gosh. Maybe we should connect it to her roots a little bit. And also, like, there was like, my mom got like a job and stuff. And she was like, okay, let's just move. So I went to Pune, which is sort of in the south compared to the rest of the country. And then I moved to Delhi for a year after 2 years in Pune. And then I moved to Lucknow. And I did just about 2 years there, and I went to different schools and stuff, and different like I had a lot of different like cultural experiences, I guess, and I was exposed to a lot of different types of Indians and facets of Indian culture, and that really opened up my, I guess, identity. So I actually started thinking to myself, oh my god, I am Indian first and like foremost as well. And yeah, coming back to Saudi after that was an experience, I will say. But no, I definitely had quite a few influences, but it wasn't as strong because they were first-gen immigrants, right? And all they were doing was being diaspora and like working full time in Saudi and assimilating to that sort of culture. But when I went back and like I went for the first time and learned about that culture, that really helped put those roots in, I guess.
Okay, cool. So it was very much like we had to ship our daughter to India
to learn
before coming back to Saudi and all that, because it seems like the way you articulated it earlier in the podcast, how Saudi is very kind of like, there's a lot of influences, like very kind of like on top of you. So I'm assuming that it makes sense that your parents had to like kind of take you out of that space, put you into India for you to kind of learn a little bit more, and then obviously
put me back.
And then put me back.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You become more and more adaptable the more you are the new kid at school. Honestly, every single year.
Yeah.
The amount of confidence I have now it's been built through traumatic experience of like reintroducing yourself to a whole new like demographic of people, low key.
I feel like you are like the international student on
crack
a little bit.
Yeah.
Can I say crack? I don't know. Is that slang?
You can say on crack.
I think so. But yeah, like I've been talking to some other like international students who have been previous guests on the podcast, and I've talked to them about this whole idea of like adaptability.
Yeah.
And how like as an international student, you need to have this type of adaptability to be able to kind of deal with dealing with arriving in another country and spending 3 years there. You know, so like you. Oh, just on crack with that, because like you've just jumped from so many different schools.
I don't know if this is a bit of a side note, sorry if I'm gonna sidetrack you, but like you know that etymology nerd guy on Instagram who's
etymology?
Like yeah
yes,
his username is etymology. Yes, that guy.
Yes.
So he was like, oh, you know what would be an experiment if I had a kid and I moved them around countries and cities constantly for 10 years, their accent would be indistinguishable because they'd have to adapt. And again, like as kids, when you move from one school to another, you start speaking like the people around you.
Yes.
And like I was called like Farangi and foreigner, which is foreigner, in one of my Indian schools because I spoke English with like a British/American accent. I learned British English first, so probably British. Which, yeah, fair enough, lol. But then when I went back to Saudi, because I'd learned to adapt to the Indian accent. It was like a completely different shift up. And basically, the more you move around, and then I moved around again in schools, and like I had different kinds of teachers. I had South African teachers at one point, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to learn how to speak this particular word in this way. You do adapt to the audiences around you to assimilate and to be part of like the group. And I'm sort of lucky and unlucky in a lot of ways, but I think I am overall quite lucky that I never did get to be part of one specific group because I had to always be on the go. So yeah, I'm a thought experiment basically that this guy had. So in response to that, you being so adaptable, your accent and your international, again, quote unquote, international accent that you have. Again, we had a whole discussion where like me and my friends thought that you were American because of the American inflection that you have in your voice. I have a very strong American influence,
I think.
We
just thought you were probably a vaguely brown person from India. From America, sorry. A vaguely brown person from America. And yeah, it turns out you're from Saudi, which is like, whoa.
I know, I always love playing this game. I always ask people, where do you think I'm from?
Guess.
Yeah,
guess. Go guess.
And they never get it.
It's yeah.
Awesome.
So, again, going back to adaptability, UK culture shock. So you finished your
God.
BI. Was it BI?
BI?
A-level equivalent.
Oh, IB.
IB.
International Baccalaureate.
You finished your IB and you got
2020, RIP.
You got your ticket to work.
Yes, it was an exit-only visa as well because I'm not a Saudi national, so they were like, oh, you can leave because Saudi nationals were not allowed to leave in the middle of a like red line lockdown in the pandemic. They're like, exit only, you can leave, just don't come back. And I was like, cool,
great. So yeah, you flew over, you arrived at Warwick campus at, what was it, 2 a.m. in the morning?
Yes. My God.
How was the culture shock?
It was freezing. It was so cold. I had a jacket on because I was like, oh, it's fall. I've also never seen autumn before I got to Warwick. So I'd never seen the season properly.
On that note, it was quite funny. I have a flatmate who's from Bahrain, who grew up in Bahrain and stuff. Yeah, she got a nature shock, as she put it.
I also had a nature shock.
Do you also have a nature shock?
Of course, 100%.
So much green.
There's green everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like from the desert. Oh my God, there's green everywhere.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But also in the autumn, it is my favorite season
You like
of all
autumn.
time. And I always liked it because, like, online, thank God I had the internet, guys. Oh my God. I'd look at it and I'd be like, there's no way those colors are real. There's no way that's not like an Instagram filter. But like the reds, the deep green, the purples. Oh my God. I loved it. I still love it to this day.
The orange browns.
Peak weather, peak like everything, peak food, peak season, peak everything.
Peak food? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, autumn food like is so much better than summer food. Like you guys have picnics for dinner here a lot. But in the autumn you bring out the roasts. You know, you go with the
you
warm
have the
stuff.
stews,
You have the
pies.
hot chocolates.
Yes.
You have the hot chocolates.
Yes. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah,
to be fair, summer has iced lattes, so I'm not gonna complain.
Okay.
But I am not a summer girl because in Saudi it's because you are so close to the equator, it is always hot. But it is. So I used to casually describe the weather was hell, and then even hotter hell.
Yes.
When it was like the actual peak. So you'd get it used to reach the 50s Celsius when I was back
50
there.
degrees.
50 degrees. Yes. Imagine just walking 2 minutes in 50 degrees. And granted, some places really dry heat, so it's easier to bear than like really humid 28 degrees.
Yes.
38 degrees maybe, not 28. But
those are low numbers, mate.
yeah, that's too small.
That's like chilly.
Yeah, that's nothing. No, genuinely, in winter it gets to 28 degrees and that's like chill. That's cool. Yeah, it is actually cool. When I went back home for over December, just for like with my family and stuff, it was 28 degrees and I was vibing outside. It was great. Versus like the summer, 50, you are almost dead. It is so hot.
You can't step outside.
It's
on fire.
Yeah, it is on fire, literally. But no, thank God they have ACs there. Oh, I miss that. I miss that so much right now. This 1 second.
It's right now.
Right now.
We're currently recording.
I missed AC so much.
Same here.
But no, had so many culture shocks. Number one, I would say
the weather. The environment, the landscape. Yeah.
I saw snow for the first time in my life.
Oh, that's probably a big thing as well.
It was so cool.
Cold and wet.
Cold and wet, but so cool. I love snowflakes. Oh my God, they're so cool.
Yeah.
They're so like, all of them are different. Like, are you kidding me? Girl, like the game. Wow, I love it. You played so well. I also love rain, so I don't mind it.
You like rain as well?
I love rain.
You like a little bit of water?
Yes, I have been baked for over 14 years. I would like to be rained upon in like nature.
In nature, yeah.
It's so lovely.
Just get a little bit wet. Get your umbrella out. Get your brolly.
Yeah, my brolly. Oh, well, no, they break because the wind is so strong here.
True.
So
you need to get a good brolly.
Do I need to get like a really good one?
Invest in a good brolly
fine,
in this country. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, good to know. But the food was a big culture shock as well for me.
Of course, as all international students have said.
Yes. Oh my God. Right. I'll give you that one anecdote that we talked about earlier.
Please. I feel like the listeners would love to know.
Yeah. So I went to a friend's house, their grandma's house, and bless them, they knew I was halal, so I wouldn't eat pork. So they were slicing like they had like sliced ham and stuff out. So for me, this poor woman, I genuinely really like her and I really got on. But she gave me this plate of sliced chicken breast that was boiled in unsalted water. I want you to hear this. Unsalted water. There was no salt or pepper on the table. I couldn't see any sauces. I didn't know what to do, and I couldn't say no. We're Asian. We can't say no when a host offers us something. So I said, yes, of course. Thank you so much. And I took one slice of it onto my plate that was full of lettuce. And I don't even know at this point. It was just a radish. Don't even.
A parsnip.
A parsnip. Genuinely, I was.
It could have been.
This was like a raw, like, I don't know how you guys eat dinner, and it's just like it's leaves. I don't know what to do with that. Okay, right. So I had a bite of this chicken. I took one bite, put it in my mouth, and as soon as I could taste it, I went, you know what? If I had to eat this every day of my life, I would get on a ship, never look back, and sail around the world to find flavor. I would do it. I understand. I understood in that moment why you would leave your entire mainland behind and you would risk your life on a ship to find spice.
Yeah.
I understand.
You understood.
I understand. I wouldn't understand the colonization.
Yeah.
I wouldn't understand that. But I do understand.
Getting out.
Needing to find spice.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How do you guys? It broke my heart.
I mean, on the topic of spice, another element that you mentioned prior to the podcast as well, we're going to continue on this food tangent, is chai, is tea, is the tea culture here.
Stop, you guys, please stop making tea that way. Oh my god, it hurts me so much. Like, it's so, again, I get that you like it, but please have it well done. Please, for the love of God. No, yeah, I cannot have tea outside here. I cannot. Like, even if it's like a really expensive place that has like afternoon tea, I can't. I need my chai. I have my own cardamom. I have my own cinnamon. I have my own everything.
I can't remember what it's called.
And my own tea leaves.
In India, you have like the spice rack.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have one of those, because I've seen some students have like some like travel versions of it, like very small versions of it, which I think is really cool.
It is really cool. I keep mine in like boxes and stuff, and I've sprinkled my own spices in. Thank you very much. I've got saffron. But no, I've got like roasted cumin and stuff, and like big things though. Nice. I don't have the round thingy.
Okay.
Of course, the word escapes me now. This is the problem of being multilingual. You never find the word you need. But no, I have like 40 something spices in my cupboard right now.
Good number.
Yeah.
Good number.
I need spice.
You need spice.
I can't.
You need spice. I mean, another thing that you mentioned as well was the coloured milks here.
Oh my god, another food shock. The milk. Why do you guys drink water? I don't understand. You're drinking milk scented water.
Yep.
You're drinking milk scented water. What is wrong? Like, why? What happened? Just have the blue stuff. Why do you have any other option? If you're lactose intolerant, fine. Have oat milk. Have like whatever. Have almond milk. Yeah. You know what I would drink? Cashew milk.
Cashew milk is nice.
Cashews are delicious.
Cashews are great.
Yeah. Why would I drink oat milk when I could have like cashews?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, but like, what is wrong? Why do you have what? It's so thin. Like the first sip I had, I was like, this isn't milk. What is this? I genuinely went, oh, did you like mix something into this or something? It's just wrong. It's so wrong. But I will say one good thing. You're like, about the food culture shock, I guess, is that you guys have good quality chocolate. You actually have good quality chocolate. I'm used to like the American stuff.
It's reasonable.
It's reasonable.
It's reasonably priced.
It is reasonable. Like we just finished this bar of Tony's Chocolonely. Oh my god, it's ethical and delicious. What else can I ask for?
We do have good chocolate here. We have reasonable chocolate here, like Dairy Milk, good. Galaxy, good.
Yeah. And like, just wow. Just like it's deep and it's like it's rich. It doesn't taste terrible.
So awesome. What, you had like American chocolate? Like
yeah. We had American chocolate.
So Hershey's.
Well, yeah, Hershey's was great compared at that time. Yeah.
At that time.
Three Musketeers though, I will say. Like unmatched.
Okay.
Even today I will still love it. But no, the chocolate quality here is great. And strawberries. I will devour like a kilogram of strawberries in one sitting.
You're so right. You're so right. British strawberries, specifically Scottish strawberries. Ooh, they are heavenly.
Okay,
divine.
I will try them. But like this spring, apparently, because like temperatures are rising. Lol, we're all gonna die soon. But because temperatures are rising,
strawberries are good.
Strawberries were so good because like during the day, it was quite warm, so they'd ripen faster. But but at night it was really cool. So they'd like apparently the sugars crystallized in a certain way. I read this article about it.
Oh my god.
They became sweeter and bigger and juicier than average.
This is why this strawberry season's so good.
Exactly, it's so good. Scientifically, the weather has made them that good.
Okay, thank you for rounding out the end of our conversation. Thank you for cycling it back to food since the start of the episode.
Always.
And another thank of just being here. Thank you for guesting. Thank you for being so interested in the podcast. It was difficult to wrangle
this
you.
This is such an interesting podcast. Like, I would do this more often. High key.
I know you're super busy. Thank you for allowing me to have a little bit of time in your busy schedule.
Thank you.
It's been great to talk to you, honestly. It's been great to learn so much about you. I know a lot of stuff about you now.
You now know too much.
Is it too much? No, I think it's good. You're going to phone some people. But yeah, thank you to the listener for listening. I hope you enjoyed our little conversation about Enaya.
Yeah.
Frankly, like, I don't know how to like summarize it. Like, it was food, which is basically you.
Yeah. Massive foodie.
Massive foodie.
You know, when you were a teenager, did you have a really cringe Instagram bio?
No.
You didn't.
Oh, actually, I did.
You did? Okay, go on. What was yours?
I think I was watermelon head. I think.
You were watermelon
Because I had a massive head and then also
Go on,
food.
have a Philistine, man.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. I think that was
Very
my
relevant
tagline.
today.
Very relevant today, yes.
Yeah.
You?
Mine was feminist, bibliophile,
Glutton.
and foodie.
Foodie. Oh, right. Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, I was that person.
Okay.
So annoying.
God. Okay. So, just rounding up the podcast. Thanks for the app.
Thank you.
I've been your host, Ryan. You've been listening to the British Asian Podcast, and we'll see you in the next episode.